Boys, it is day 16 of making our own TD game, and in today's video, today's going to be all about my mobile players. So if you're a mobile player, hit that like and subscribe button, because today we are going to be adding mobile support to this game, and hopefully we get it all working so that way you guys are going to be able to play the game. And obviously mobile players are a big portion of Roblox players, so you guys are like my #1 priority. So let's get this working. You know, we got to get like double tapping for like placing units down, and cancel UI. So like if you're in like this menu, like right now there's no way to actually cancel placing them, so we definitely need to do that as well. And even to kind of set that up for PC too, because we don't have like, you know, press X and it'll cancel the placement or whatever. We should probably do that. But anyways, we're gonna focus on you guys today, so let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so check this out. We are on the iPhone 14 right now. So if you go in and actually place your guy, I'm like pretend like I have my finger on the screen right now, right? So I can move him around where I want him, and then like let's say I want him right there, right? So like, you know, you click right there. If I want to double tap, boom, double tap and place him down. Cool. So that's working now. And how did I do that? Well, in our game controller here, we you know, modified our user input service.input begin connect function thing going on here a little bit. We changed it to, I believe, this right here. This is all new code, and we made a new well, not really, well, it's new I guess technically, but we have this spawn new tower function. We just kind of added this up here so we could just call it and make it look a little bit neater. So that's just something that we did in order to, well, actually, sorry, I lost it. Let me see where it's at. I think it's right here under this one. Yeah, it's right here. So it's actually exactly what we had there initially, but we just made it so we could make the whole, you know, new thing look nicer. So yeah, it's better now. Looks easier, looks nicer, and it works. So that's cool. Now I think we're gonna be focusing on adding that delete button, because if you, like I said, enter this mode, there's no way to actually get rid of this guy. Like, you have to place him. So that's obviously not what we want. We want like a little X button or something to get rid of that. So let's figure out how to do that next, boys. All right. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna hop in here, give y'all a little bit of an update what we got going on. So essentially we set up a cancel button. This is good for PC players and mobile players, so let's go ahead and test this out very quickly here. So for example, we'll hop into a game, and you know, we'll go to put down our guy, and on the right side of the screen this little cancel button pops up. So if you want to cancel him, you can click it, or you can just press X and boom, it's gone. So if you're on, you know, mobile, oh, sorry, if you're on mobile and you have that up, then just click the button and it's gone. So we can even try it on mobile just so we can confirm that it's working. I actually have not tried it yet. Oh, this is probably not going to be scaled correctly because I didn't do the correct things for that. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, we literally can't even see it. All right, hold on 1 second here. Let's make sure that we open up our plugin here and do what we've been doing this whole entire time. So the unit, you know, thing here, we'll click the scale, go to cancel, click scale, scale. I don't know, you know, why you have to do this. I just think this is like a little silly, honestly. It's kind of annoying, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do, boys? Anyways, go in here, add that constraint. Hopefully this will all work now, and then, you know, we're gonna go and see what happens, what it looks like. All right, so let's give this a shot. X out of that, and we open up this, and whoa, that's what the cancel button looks like. Okay, so that's clearly not right, guys. That's clearly not right at all. What does it look like in this mode? Let's just go and make this visible real quick. So yeah, that is not what we want to see here, boys. Not what we want to see here. It shouldn't have done all of that, honestly. Not sure why it's doing that, but we'll go back in here and actually let's go ahead and see what we did here. Did I... No, it's not even showing that I added the, let's see, I want to go back to like where I was. So, okay, we don't want to have that aspect thing just yet. So let's keep that on. Oh no, why is it like that now? Oh no, guys, why is it like sideways? Oh no, that's looking so goofy. All right, does it work though? Okay, it works still, that's good, but obviously not really looking the way I want it to look. So with that being said here, we are gonna have to figure this one out together, because that's just what we gotta do when it comes to this. It's really annoying, I know, trust me. All right, so within terms of this, we should probably have it like 0.5 across, right? Nope, that's too much, I guess. I don't know how it could be 0.5 across and then go off the screen. That just doesn't make any sense. Unless like this is just way too large or something like that, but it shouldn't be theoretically, right? Man, this UI, guys, it's so dumb. The UI in Roblox Studio has got to be the dumbest thing I have ever, like I said, worked on so far. The scripting, I get it all. It makes at least somewhat sense, but this, boys, this just doesn't add up. It just truly doesn't. It's just really, really annoying, honestly. All right, anyways, let's try to get this back to where we want it. So first of all, this cancel button, there shouldn't be any text in this. Let's just get rid of that because that's not supposed to be there. And then second of all, we got to figure out why the UI corner is not a circle like it once was. I don't know why. It just kind of decided to not want to do that. But, you know, we're going to have to go in here and figure that out. Because, like, see this? Okay, now if I do X, Y, it's a circle. I don't know. It's kind of a circle. It's good enough. Honestly, guys, you know what? I think that just straight up looks ugly. What if I go background transparency to 1? Okay, there we go. That's better. I don't even want the circle there. Get rid of it. UI corner, get rid of it. We actually think that looks ugly. Personally, I think that looks terrible. All right, anyways, that's looking a little bit better to me. So let's maybe position this down to like 0.8. There we go. Cool. Cancel. Should that be like more towards the middle of the screen? Probably not. I don't know. I think it's fine. Let's just make sure this frame. Okay, so see, it's not correctly in the frame. So position-wise, we got to do maybe 0.2. And is that in the frame now? I don't know. It's hard to tell. That's why I always like to have this background transparency maybe sit like that a little bit. Okay, yeah. See, that way it actually helps you could kind of visualize what you're dealing with here. So size is fine. And actually size, why don't we just do 0.1? And then we don't have that problem. There we go. Perfect. Now this just needs to be set to 0.9, like that. And there we go. And I can also have like a rotation button there as well. We could try to figure that out together, I suppose, because, you know, as of right now, the mobile players will not be able to rotate their troops. Now, is that the biggest thing in the world? I really don't think so. But, I mean, would it at least help them? I mean, yeah, a little bit. Now, I'm just curious, guys. What if we actually did make this look like a little bit, like, transparent? So it just goes into, like, a full square button, kind of like that. So, yeah, that looks ugly. We're not going to even do that. I mean, theoretically, I could just, you know, I have a different image that I could use here, now that I'm thinking about it. So let me just show you guys real quick. Select the image. Where is it at? This is the image right here. I'm just gonna take a stab at this, see what it looks like real quick. Let's just see, because you never know. Might look better. Nah. Definitely not. Definitely not. Let's just keep it how it was. We'll just keep it how it was, guys. That does not look very good. All right. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this now. Actually, wait, before we do that, we still have to do this like scaling nonsense here and whatever. So let's just get that all over with, right? So boom. And then for this frame, we really got to figure out how to add this constraint in. Okay, now let's see if we do anything else. Just kind of go like that. Yeah, so it looks like it's scaling properly now, so that's cool. Let's go to mobile real quick. Let me just make that invisible, or sorry, transparent. Click the wrong button there. Transparency, background transparency 1. Good. Go to play, but we gotta do it on iPhone. Cool. And cool. So if we get the unit and then you click that, goes away. Perfect. Now the only thing is it's not supposed to be visible until you actually open up the unit. So real quick though, I suppose we could try to actually add in the rotation button just so you guys have it as an option. I just feel like I'll be leaving you guys out. Like I said, I'm not going to leave y'all hanging here. So let's duplicate that real quick. Let's see if I could figure this out on my own. So name, rotate, boom, right? So that's what we got to do, rotate. And then we just got to rename these to rotate icon. And then this would be like rotate name, I believe, right? And then down here, just call it rotate. Cool. And is this not visible right now? Okay, well, we gotta make that visible so our life will be a lot easier here. All right, so there we go. We're just gonna position this down 0.5. Oops, sorry, that's sideways, not 0.5. We're gonna have to go down 0.5 this way. Might be a little too much. We don't need to go that much. About 0.4. Okay, maybe 0.25. Let's say 0.25. Oh, okay, that just deleted it. 0.35. 0.35. That looks good right there. All right, cool. So now if I have Canva open, which I kind of do, we go in here and just delete this. We could just kind of get an R maybe if they have one. Like, or just type in rotate. Let's see what they have here. Perfect, right here. And this doesn't really need to be any sort of color, but maybe to keep it consistent, we can make it red again and just kind of make it as large as possible there. Probably like right there and just center that. Cool. Just call that rotate. Bang. And now we could just, you know, save this. So download. I'm gonna show you guys like kind of how I do this. It's just gonna make your life a little bit easier. But I use background remover, guys. Seriously, like my favorite tool ever. But we're gonna go to a new one, add this one in. Boom. Soon as that's done removing the background, we're gonna download it just as a preview. I don't even have the full, you know, thing. You just have the free version because you don't need it. And then now we're gonna head back into Studio here, and for that button image label, we're gonna go to the image thing here, add a new one, choose file, should be that new one that we have just now. Boom, boom, and any second, now it's the rotation. Cool. So we got the rotate now. It's a little small, but it, you know, gets the job done, I would say. Anyways, that's cool. So now we just got to make it work, which is something that we could hopefully figure out here on our own. So this is the code right here. So, okay. So let's think about this. So the, we got to think. So how do we do this? How in the world did your boy do this? Now, I think we added the connect thing right here. Okay, so GUI is cancel connect. Okay, so we connected it. Okay, so if it's activated, it removes it. Okay, so do we have like a rotation type thing? Like a rotation function maybe? I don't know if we do or not, but that would be great if we did, honestly. I don't think we do though, unfortunately, so that kind of stinks. But, you know, if that's the case, maybe I attempt to make one. I mean, I could always try. It's not going to be the end of the world if we can't figure it out. We can just go back to where we were and just ignore it, because as long as you make it so you could click it, it'll probably be okay. Or we could just, like I said, get rid of it. We don't need it. Or I could also use AI to help me out. But let's try to do this on our own for right now and see what we could do. So first things first, well, we got to set this up. So controls dot, and then it would be rotate dot activated. Then we would connect. Now, we would want to connect. So that right there, the remove placeholder, is a whole function on its own. So let's just see, where is that? We set it up right here. So the remote. Okay, yeah. So what we'll have to do, guys, which, like I said, shouldn't be impossible, but we should maybe set up a local function for rotate placeholder tower, maybe. Let's see if we could do that. Local function. Let's see. So rotate placeholder tower, right? Like that. And maybe we can figure out how to do this. So where do we actually rotate our thing? It should be down here somewhere. Somewhere. Right here. So there's this little rotation thing that we do here. And where do we get that, like, this from? The rotation? Did I like do that somewhere else? Let's see. So rotation equals 0. Okay, so that's fine. That's obviously what we wanted at the start. So rotation equals 0. And then is that all we had to do to make that work? Was it really that simple? Just plus equal to 45? I mean, I guess so. I guess that's all we really did there. So I'm just trying to think, like if the person, trying to think, guys. I'm trying to think here. Because I guess, like, if they press the R button, then it just does this. So why not just grab this, right? And then we could add that into the local function, which I hope you could even do. We're going to test this out here. Like I said, this is all just for science. So we'll put that in there, right? And then I guess we could just try to call that down here. So activate, connect it. And then we could put that in there. So the rotate one, right? And then see here how we just call it? Well, let's just do the same thing here. And then like that. Now let's see if I figure that out. Now, I don't know if that's going to work or not, but you know, it's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot because, hey, if you're on mobile, then you might want to rotate your units, right? So let's see if we got that working. We'll go to iPhone 14. I don't think I have to do anything with the scaling because it should have already done it because we did it to the frame. So we should be good. Now, question is, oh, sorry, one thing real quick. We just got to make sure that this mainframe here is invisible. Now we'll go back into the game. Sorry about that. And then when you pull this up, should open these up, right? So let's pretend we're walking over here and you click rotate. Oops. So click rotate. Is it not working? Okay, so hold on. That is working. Now I don't. Oh, it is working. It's working. It's just weird, like, because you have two fingers, right? So one, I guess, would be here on the guy, and then if you click it, you know, you would actually click it, rotate it. So it does work. It does work. It's just kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird, but it does in fact work, guys. Sick. So I set that up right, and then you just place it down. Is that going to be all that useful? Nah, not really. But hey, it works, and we figured out how to set it up on our own. So hey, I take that as a win right there. That's a W for me in my journey on learning how to do this type of stuff. So that's cool. Now I don't know what's next in the video. There's only like 4 minutes left, so we'll figure that out, and then we'll get that all set up, and then we'll be chilling. All right, let's figure it out. All right, guys. So hey, listen, day number, what is it, 16 today? That's crazy. I think it was 16, right? Well, anyways, it's coming to an end here, guys, because we have fixed everything that needed to be fixed, and it's all working perfectly. We also even fixed up the tower script here. There was a couple lines of code for the first and last right above. It was either right above or right. No, it might have been right below this best waypoint thing. It was like an if statement. We just deleted it on both of these. And apparently that's just going to make it work better as like a system of, you know, being first or choosing the last guys. So I tested it. It looks like it's working fine. That's good. Everything else is working well. We could go in, and I was actually also messing around with just like the size of like the UI here, especially for mobile. It looks a little too big in my opinion. But the thing is, I can't really change it anymore that like other than it is, because it's just not working for all platforms. Like this is as good as I could get it. And like maybe asking like, are you using your UI constraints? Like I am. Yeah, it's just not getting any better than this. So that's what it's going to be for now. And, you know, that's just what it's going to have to be, all right? I don't know what else to tell you. That's what it is. So, you know, we'll keep it like that. Maybe I could hide or have like a cogwheel settings button in the future, like I said, to just disable all health. And, you know, that'll be cool too. That'll work just perfectly fine. But I think it's fine for now. I'm not going to be stressing too much about it because that's what it looks like on an iPhone 4. But if we go up to like 1080, you know, HD here, this is what it looks like on that. So obviously it looks really good. Like that's perfect. And then this is even, you know, a little bit small, but it's only small because keep in mind, I'm playing on a 1080 screen, but I'm also shrinking it down a lot. So for example, this is more like 720 probably that I'm on right now. So if we play 720, this is what it like legit size would look like. So that's beautiful. And then when the enemies spawn, that is beautiful too. Perfect size right there. And then we got all of our upgrades working today. So you could do that. Oh, I still even got that air that we were getting that one time. Even though I was, look at that, I still broke it. That's so weird. Oh, okay, hold on. I broke it, but like I didn't break it. That's so strange. That's crazy, guys. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how I could even do that. Because I even have that delay. Like, look at this. Now it's not, is it really not gonna let me upgrade them? No way. Did I really break my game? What did I do? What did I do, guys? Oh no. All right, let's stop that for a second here, and let's just replay this here and make sure everything's okay. And then if it's not, we're gonna go into that debounce function we made or whatever and slow it down even more. 3, 4. Okay, cool. In here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it still works. It's just I guess if you still spam it, I don't know why. Sometimes it does that, guys. Sometimes it's like just getting ahead of itself and just not working, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, not too much of a big deal for me right now. I think it's all working pretty well. Maybe like I said, we'll just go in there and change that debounce to 0.03 potentially. And that might be the problem solver. I just got to find that debounce thing that we added the other day. I think that was in yesterday's video. I just don't know where we put it, guys. I don't know where we put it. Got to start, like, see, this is why it's so much easier to make your own code, because then you actually, like, this is why I did the tutorial from scratch, because I like to know where everything is. Even, like, still doing it from scratch, it's still complicated to know and remember where everything you did was, entered in. So I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm trying to find it out here. It's got to be in here somewhere when this upgrade goes on. So here we go. Task delay right here. So we can maybe set this to 3.5, and that way it is not being spammed even more. So let's try that again, and we'll see. So we go into the game, and we go in here. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Boom. Working well. Let's see if I could just repeat that bug. Not looking like it. And boom. And boom. Okay. And looks good. Keep spamming, keep spamming, keep spamming. Boom. Still good. This is obviously going to be something that maybe we could get, like, knock out with, like, testing and stuff in the future. People that come in and actually help me, because for right now, I don't know. It's working fine. The one thing I do want to test, and the one thing that you guys might have seen there, let's just go into local server now, because I should be logged in. Yesterday I was having issues with that. Let's see if today is better. Looks like it's actually working today, so that's good. But let's just see if we could get this all working, guys. So discover game icons failing. Loading thumbnails individually. I'm not sure exactly. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all, guys. I don't know what the issue with that is. Discovered. All right, so hold on. Let's read that real quick. Discovered. Okay, and obviously this system's a little bit wonky right now, because, like, we don't have any units actually equipped. Like, we got to in the future actually equip our units. So that's one very important thing, and that's why maybe this is all getting screwed up here. If not, then I really don't know. But obviously I think that's one thing that we definitely have screwed up at the moment. So we'll figure that out in the future. But I really don't know why this isn't working, like it should be, right? You would think, but clearly it's not. Oh, well, here's me. I guess this is player 2, so that's cool. Go in here, upgrade our guy. Now, where the heck is player 1? I'm just going to move him to the side. Oh, it's working now. I don't know what happened. See, I'm player 1. This is always really confusing to me, this, like, server thing. Even when I was, like, testing bike battles out and stuff, it would, like, work sometimes, and other times it just wouldn't work. But anyways, so look at this. So we click on our guys. These aren't mine, remember? These are player 2's. And it actually says it's owned by player 2. So yesterday or the day before, when we try to set that all up, that actually works. So that's cool, guys. We got that working very well here. So we no longer have to worry about that in, like, stealing people's upgrades and stuff like that. See, I can't, I physically can't go in there and actually upgrade this dude. So that's really good, actually. That's amazing. And yeah, I mean, then I could go in here and place down my guy and still upgrade him just fine. Perfect. Cool stuff. So yeah, it's all working, guys. The game's working perfectly well right now. And also, the one other thing I changed, you guys see on the right side there, the cancel and rotate. So R is to rotate, X is to just cancel. That's awesome. I set that all up. And I changed the little logo to just an R because I think it looks better. And it's just easier to follow along, right? I mean, people are going to know when they see X for cancel, press X, gone. R, rotate, press R, rotates. Cool. That's all good, though, guys. That's it for today. Day 16, big success. I'll see y'all on day 17. Day 17 is going to be an interesting one and probably one of my most difficult videos yet, guys, because we're adding in bullet trails and noises and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be interesting to see me struggle. All right, I'll meet you on over there on day 17. Adios.